Reading this story today reminded me of when I used to read stories to my children at bedtime. But they didn't let me do any of the voices. They didn't like it when I did the voices. They went, "Don't do the voices," so I just had to read them very flat. They preferred that, which as an actress was kind of annoying.
Well, I think that children love animation and they love iPads. So you put an animated story on an iPad and you have somebody that they know reading it, and you have these wonderful animated drawings and figures, and I think it's something that children, wherever they are in the world, will really love and appreciate.
Yes, I had a mother who had a lovely singing voice, and she used to also sing stories to me, and the one that I'm reading today is called Thumbelina, and there is a song actually of Thumbelina. I'm not going to sing it to you, but she used to sing it too, and singing like with nursery rhymes, all those things are, I think, much more important than perhaps people realise, because I know that now perhaps reading is not so appreciated. But these stories for young children, when you hop into bed with your child and you cuddle up and you read together, you never forget this. It's something that forms some sort of inner strength, because you feel very safe. Although it makes you quite fearful, stories. They should about goodies and baddies and things, and so you get quite. But you're safe because you're being read these stories.
The stories that we hear in our childhood can be really powerful. They form our beliefs, they shape our character, our destiny. They're like software for the mind. It's quite true, demonstrates that when a story's told and retold and exaggerated and then exaggerated even more, it can have consequences, a bit like Chinese whispers.
I think of our time on Earth, the best thing we can do ever is something for somebody else. And if the somebody else happens to be children, even better than that. I think what UNICEF does for children is just matchless. It's something which all of us hook our stars onto that carriage and follow. And I'm so privileged to do this, even in the smallest way, just by telling one story. If it will help make a child happy, what could be better?
I've always done a great deal for children. For a start, they're the only ones who can't help themselves, and I have a very soft spot for them. I have 3 grandchildren, so I've always lived in a very family atmosphere. I'm a big family man, and children have always figured very heavily. And so anytime anyone asked me to do a charity for children, they got me.
Now, as an adult, you see in it so much more. It's the story, really, the primal story about bullying and about self-belief. And in an age now where we're concerned about how gay children, for example, feel different and are bullied and are made to feel dreadful and made to feel different and not part of the ordinary, in a world in which people who are not good at athletics, for example, are made to feel weedy and geeky, in a world in which anybody doesn't fit, as a child in particular. The news is that it can get better, and that you can grow into something splendid, and that the bullies and those who think everybody should be the same are the ones who always end up as the drunken tramps sitting in the doorways.
I'm just delighted to be able to read these beautiful stories, fairy stories, because they are, as far as I'm concerned, some of the best things that you can do for your child is to read fairy stories very early on, because there's a lot of wisdom in there.